And we are ready now. Please welcome the first of our Best of Breed winners, the Australian Cattle Dog. The Beauceron, the Groenendaal, the Tervuren, the bearded collie is having stage fright, I think. Here he comes, the bearded collie, the briard, the smooth collie, the Estrella Mountain Dog, Finnish Lapphund, German Shepherd Dog, the Hungarian Puli, the Lancashire, the MAREMA, the Norwegian Buhund, the Old English Sheepdog, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, the Pyrenean Mountain Dog, the Samoyed, the Shetland Sheepdog, the Cardigan Corgi, and the Pembroke Corgi. And there's the Border Collie, who's finally made it to the group. So there we are. And the Australian Shepherd, a rather late comer. She'll slot in as second dog to be seen. And now it is time to introduce our judge, Mrs. Sue Hewart-Chambers. As the name suggests, the pastoral breeds were all developed to work with shepherds and stockmen, either working with livestock or guarding livestock. A very international group with breeds from many countries, all developed with the same intention. And our judge now going over the Australian Cattle Dog from an entry of 7 and sent forward by Barry Croft. He chose this dog 3291. The breed is strongly built and developed in Australia as both as a herder and as a guard dog. They make quite sharp guard dogs. This one a blue speckle. They come in blue speckle and red speckle. The flecked coat, giving them their name. And now for the Australian Shepherd from an entry of 39 for Kevin Young. He chose the dog number 3325. A breed which has gained huge popularity in the show rings around the world. Although he comes originally from Australian stock, the breed was developed in America. This one a tricolour. They are rectangular in shape. A wedge-shaped head. A rounded croup, and a far-reaching economical gait. The Australian Shepherd. from an entry of 108 bearded collies from Mr. Ballantyne comes the dog number 3357 as best of breed. A native breed of Scotland. Underneath that coat there's a dog which is functional, should still be able to do a day's work. Rectangular in body shape, and we'll see the breed dropping its head when extending its gait, as do many of the herding breeds, dropping their head as the pace increases. The bearded collie number 3357. The Beauceron, now sent forward by Mr. Atkinson from an entry of 6. The winner is the dog number 3441. A French breed. One of the peculiarities are the double dew claws on the hind legs. Weatherproof, dense coat. Strong but athletic. There's the winning Beauceron, number 3441. And now the first of the Belgian Shepherd family, the Groenendaal. Judged today by Mr. John Ritchie from an entry of 8. He chose this bitch, number 3447. 4 varieties of Belgian Shepherd dogs. 2 of them represented here. They all share the same standard, differentiated only by colour and coat. The Groenendaal is most frequently seen in black. They are compactly built, brisk in their movement, with a fine wedge-shaped head and sharply pricked ears. The Groenendaal. And now the Tervuren. Usually seen in red or fawn, or sometimes occasionally grey with a black overlay. All of the varieties have an alertness and briskness in their carriage, quite lightly built, moderately angulated. There is the Tervuren variety. There were 126 border collies here today for Mrs. Fran Kay. Her winner was the bitch number 3578. hugely versatile breed. We've seen them working sheep, but also we've seen them very successful in obedience, agility, and of course very popular as a companion. This one is a blue. Don't think it's a washed out black, it's a blue. Stealthy in its movement and carriage. Athletic and very attentive to the commands of its handler. The winning Border Collie is 3578. Brenda Banbury judged 14 briards today and chose this dog, a fawn, number 3615, as best of breed. Another native of France from the area of Brie, where the cheese comes from, as well as the dog. A crisp, dry coat. The head clean and rectangular. And again, a breed which needs double dew claws on the back leg and a little crochet hook on its tail. These are specific breed features. The winning briard here is number 3615. Now the unmistakable outline of the rough collie. 107 of them here today for Mr. Taylor. His choice was this bitch, number 3698. The clean, wedge-shaped head of the rough collie, this almond-shaped dark eye, gives it a very endearing sweetness of expression. Although they're perhaps thought of as being a glamorous breed, they nevertheless have to be functional, not overcoated, and be able to move lightly and freely, as we see here. There's the winning rough collie, number 3698. And the same in a smooth version. 6 of them here today for Barry Croft. He chose the dog, number 3744. Until around the 60s, the two were interbred, and you could mate rough to smooth and vice versa and get both coats in the same litter. If you like the shape and temperament of the collie but don't want all the grooming, then this is the answer. Very outgoing in temperament, hugely intelligent, and free striding. The smooth collie there, number 3744. Now the Estrella Mountain Dog.
Please go to ring 29. The veterinary breed winners in the pastoral group to ring 29, please.
The Estrella Mountain Dog comes from Portugal and it was used as a flock guard. quite strongly built. We see them in the fawn and gold, but also in brindle and grey. One of the features are a neatly folded back ear and a slight hook to the tail. Specific breed features. The Australian Mountain Dog. And now the Finnish Lapland. A native of Finland, where he was used as a herder for reindeer. He is Spitz-like in his characteristics, which means a wedge-shaped head, sharply pricked ears, a high-set tail curved over the back, and a double coat, harsh on the outside and a soft undercoat to give protection in all types of weather. Gaining popularity in this country, and now have CCs on offer for the last few years. There is the winning Finnish Lapland, number 3765. "22 German Shepherds here today for Mr. Atkinson. He chose the bitch number 3799 as best of breed. No CCs on offer. Of course, it's a breed which has evolved or changed over the last 30 years or so. The country of origin, Germany, has developed a type which is now lighter, with a very energetic, outgoing, active temperament. They're a breed which needs plenty of work to keep them involved. And of course, hugely versatile and have been used by the forces, by the police, and round she goes, showing a side gate off there. 12 Hungarian pulis today for Mrs. Sculthorpe. The winner was this dog, number 3812. Here's a herding dog from Hungary, very distinctive. These cords, which we see in the mature puli, develop from about 18 months of age. Before that, they're loose flocks, which gradually form the cords. But underneath that coat, there's a rather lightly built, wiry dog, not heavily boned. The head elliptical, shorter in the foreface. The cords falling over the eyes like an umbrella or shield. And the gait of the Hungarian puli is nimble and light, quite short stepping. They should be quite square in their build. This one, black, which is the colour most often seen. There's the winning Hungarian puli, number 3812. Now, for something with just a little less work, the Lancashire Healer. 27 of them here today for Jeff Horswell. He chose this bitch, number 3831, as best of breed. The Lancashire Healer was developed when the Corgis, herding dogs from North Wales to the markets in Manchester, had an alliance with the Manchester Terrier, and it's thought that these were the foundations of the breed. And so we see the lowness to ground of the Corgi and the coloration of the Manchester Terrier. They're called heelers because they nipped at the heels of the livestock to drive them onwards. This is a breed which is endearing in temperament, long-lived, very alert and highly intelligent. There's the little Lancashire heeler, number 3831. And now the MAREMA, a breed with which our judge is very familiar. Brenda Banbury judged them today. From an entry of 9, she chose this dog, number 3844. One of the white continental pastoral breeds. Used as a flock guard. Of course, their colour could be seen as camouflage in flocks of sheep, to give the wolves a nasty shock when it stood up. Quite strongly built. Their very appealing heads set off by dark pigmentation around the eyes, on the nose and the lips. There is the MAREMA, and the number is number 3844. Here's a breed that can do both. It can herd up livestock and also guard them. In Norway, the word bu means homestead, and here is a bu hund, the dog of the homestead. Multi-purpose, guard, herder, quite lightly built, good length of leg, the high set tail carried over the back, and a wedge-shaped head. This one is the dog number 3853. A very good entry of 48 Old English sheepdogs today for Jeff Horswell. He chose as best of breed the bitch number 3867. This is a breed which demands devotion and dedication to keep them looking like this. There's a lot of grooming involved in the Old English sheepdog. This crisp top coat, shades of blue, but underneath the coat, a big-ribbed, strongly boned dog. Strong skull and foreface. The breed has a distinctive top line, the rise over the rump and a fall away to the tail set. It was known as a bobtail when tails were traditionally docked. We're now getting accustomed to see them with their tails. The Old English sheepdog there is number 3867. Polish Lowland sheepdogs were judged by Mr. Taylor today. He had 18 to choose from, and this is his choice, the bitch, number 3920. originally a herding dog. Rectangular in its build, a weatherproof coat, makes a great family companion. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog. Now the size with elegance and this beautiful expression of the Pyrenean mountain dog. Said that they have a head that resembles that of the great bear in shape, but set off with these beautiful almond-shaped eyes and dark pigmentation. The judge just checking for the double dew claws on the back leg, a breed feature. Although they're tall, the continental type demands that they shouldn't be too heavy in their build. And one of the things about the tail carriage is when the dog is fully alert, it makes a wheel shape over the back. Our winner here was the dog number 3934. $37 Samoyeds here today from Mrs. Makepeace. She chose as best of breed the dog number 3952. The Samoyed, it's thought, originated in the Arctic, so he's equipped to withstand the extremes of climate there with a protective coat, shoes which his feet are flatter to equip him to work on ice and snow, and his high set tail. Now from an entry of 123 Shetland sheepdogs, the winner was this bitch, number 4088. The sweetness of expression of the Shetland sheepdog, a long blunt wedge, almond-shaped eyes, the clean flowing lines of the body, a weatherproof coat. The breed should be light and flowing on the move, and with a sweep over the croup, and here's the light, free movement of the Shetland sheepdog, a bitch, number 4088. Now on the table, the Cardigan Corgi. 11 of them here today for Mr. Baldwin. His choice was the dog number 4140. The longer of the two Corgis, It's always had a tail. It's strong in the skull, large ears, and a slight crook to the front to house the deep chest and prominent sternum, and a dense weatherproof coat. Known sometimes as a yard dog because reputedly it measures 36 inches from nose to tail. This one a brindle and white cardigan Corgi, representing the breed here. Number 4140. And finally, the Pembroke Corgi. Dr. James has judged a very nice entry of 62 today and chose as best of breed the bitch, number 4150. The Pembroke Corgi suffered a little bit in a fall in population in recent years, but they remain popular as house pets, especially in big houses and palaces. Foxy in their expression, should be quite low to ground but still have some ground clearance to allow them to work in rough terrains. There is the winning Pembroke Corgi, number 4150. Our judge just reminding herself of the details she discovered on handling the dogs. Or she chooses her shortlist of around 8 dogs. The Australian Shepherd comes in. The Estrella Mountain Dog and the Finnish Lapphund. The Lancashire Heeler comes forward. The Norwegian Bullhound. The Samoyed. And that's the shortlist for this group. Thank you, the others leaving the ring. So here we have our shortlist for the pastoral group. Last look down at profiles, balance, heads and expressions, all coming into play. The MAREMA's there, the Norwegian Bullhound is there, the Samoyed, and it's an all-female lineup from the handler's point of view here. Instructions given right round to the top corner, I think. There goes the Australian Shepherd. The Groenendahl. The Estrella Mountain Dog. The Finnish Lapphund. The Lancashire Heeler. and the MAREMA. The Norwegian Bullhound and the Salmon. And out and back, show your support, ladies and gentlemen. The Australian Shepherd dog. And round he goes. And the Roman dog. And there the brisk gates of the Roman dog going round. The judge looking obviously for just soundness and breed typical movement. And then it's the turn of the Estrella Mountain dog.
Who's being a Collie, please come to Chief Steward's office. Mrs.
There you are.
Is being a Collie.
The Finnish Lapland. Free striding, having to hold that firm top line and the tail carried over the back. A last circuit for the Finnish Lapland. And now the Lancashire Heeler. Maybe the smallest breed left in the shortlist, but full of her own importance, not to be phased out by the bigger breeds. The black and tan colouring in specific areas, and with a little thumb mark on the tan of the front legs, same as the Manchester Terrier. The breed also comes in liver and tan. There's our little Lancashire Heeler. The majestic MAREMA. This nobility in its bearing, devoted to their owners, not so devoted to intruders. They make a good guard dog. There is the MAREMA. And now the lightness of stride of the Norwegian Bullhound. Light and active. Should be fit and firm. And here's the Samoyed. The harsh white coat, and here we see the biscuit markings, which are quite permissible in the breed. A sort of creamy coloured biscuit marking in the white coat. 4 of these will be getting rosettes at the podium. The others, finalist ribbons as they leave the ring. The boards are coming out. Who is it going to be? I think it's the Australian Shepherd. The Australian Shepherd wins the group. In second place, the Groenendaal. For third spot, it's the little Lancashire healer. And in fourth place, the Norwegian Bullhounds. Off they go, lap of all the time, the Australian Shepherd.